So yeah, we are live and on location in 4 different locations. Just sharing that on the social medias, and then we're going to get into the game. How is everyone doing today?
Okay.
Not bad. It was a long week.
It's been a long week without you, my friend.
Wait, what is... Oh, that's why that's in the background. I'll move that over. Okay, there we go. Star Wars RPG notes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So previously in our RPG adventures, the group traveled to Tatooine to do a prisoner exchange to get back Sny and Vanessa. In exchange for, they traded away Lieutenant Simon Balthazar. The prisoner exchange itself went went surprisingly well with them exchanging prisoners and everything. But then, as the Imperials flew away, they shot and destroyed our hero's ship, stranding them on the desert of Tatooine. They wandered around, had some issues with seeing mirages and some kind of weird sand that was sucking people in. And then...
Or causing people to dive in.
Or causing people to dive in, yes. As well as eventually coming upon a seemingly abandoned outpost of some sort that had a very familiar threat inside. One of those genetically engineered monstrosities that the Imperials had been experimenting with, and which had seemingly all been destroyed. And yet, somehow, one of them managed to make its way to Tatooine.
Also known as Super Troopers.
Yeah. And through a series of events, our heroes did manage to kill it, with some damage done to them. I believe both Khaljov and Vanessa were incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
Was anyone else wounded?
I was wounded and Theo was wounded, but
Okay.
I healed us.
Okay,
so.
you were both healed. Okay. Wounded but healed. Okay. And R2E...
R2 was completely okay and unscathed.
No, R2E2 was the droid equivalent of mortally wounded.
And we can finally scrap him, dump everything, so we steal his gun.
I like him.
Oh, and thank you for that sub there, Yoweee. Very much appreciated. As per usual, you can make sub request votes.
I still have another one, I think.
I can actually check that up right now quickly.
I think I forgot to do the last one because I got extremely busy.
Oh, that's wrong. That's not the right list. There we go. Where is your name? Oh, right, it's alphabetical. Yes, you do have another one. So you have 2 now. And Recon actually, I think, has 2 as well that are unused.
15.
What?
15.
You have 15?
Yeah.
No, you just have 2 votes right now that are unused.
Oh, I had 15.
And I mean, I think your resub is like in like a couple days. Oh, or a week. But anyway, I'm just quickly grabbing R2's character sheet and Vanessa.
How do you say Zoe's last name?
Brinabee. Why?
Asking for a friend.
You have friends?
Friend is a strong word, I guess.
It's, minding his own business.
Well,
But yeah, so you are currently in this stronghold. Jacen and you said you and
Sny.
you and
Sny,
Sny,
Jake.
yeah,
Jake, but Sny.
were in the weapons shop.
Mm-hmm.
I was grabbing all kinds of guns.
Were you also grabbing all kinds of guns, or were you just in there with them?
I mean, I guess I could grab some guns now. I guess I don't think I did anything last.
Okay.
Hi, puppy.
Okay.
But like I'll just say, like I'll go in for and rest. Like, yo, there's weapons here.
Oh, so you're
Get me something good. I say something in my subconscious.
so you walk out of the shop, tell everyone that there's a bunch of weapons in there.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Armor, weapons.
Okay,
Hey
and
guys, there's weapons in here and grenades.
and then you're going back into the shop, or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you go back into the shop, and you notice that Sny is no longer in there.
Perfect.
What is Zoey doing?
Thinking real hard about what happened.
She had a cat named Snowball. She died.
I just want to like stay out with the incapacitated people.
Had anyone tried to fix R2 already?
I believe I did, yeah.
Do you probably don't remember what you rolled?
Well, I mean, I can scroll up and try and see.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Actually, I don't. I guess it probably would have been the 9, maybe? I don't know.
I think it was. It was a low roll, from what I remember.
Well,
It was.
what is your droid program repair skill?
Well, I improved it now, but it
Yeah.
was 3D.
It was 3D.
But the first 3D was me healing myself.
And
Wait, no, wasn't the second one you trying to heal me?
No, let me see. Because I think, like, it's...
The 14 was me trying to heal myself. All the others was me trying to heal everyone else below that. Like, the 4 there are all heal rolls.
okay, so then you didn't try to fix R2, because there's no...
Yeah, because, like,
3D.
the things I
maybe
rolled was from the
not.
damage and stuff.
I thought I did, but I guess not, then.
Okay.
I mean, unless
Don't worry,
heroically try to
Wake
do
me
it
up, Eric,
while
and
I was
I'll
attacking.
attempt it.
Well, and actually, now that I think about it, I think I remember you not doing it, because I did notice that, yeah, you had upgraded your droid program repair after the session, and then I was thinking, oh, that's why she didn't... Now that I think about it, I think I had the thought, oh, that's why she didn't try fixing him before the end of the session.
Smart.
But, because I had actually was looking over the repair rules after stream last week, and
You actually have to have components to be able to do repairs. Don't worry, we got an exploded ship back there. We got all the components we need.
I mean, you're also in like a
We haven't really determined what kind of like outpost this is, right?
1 second.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go. That was frozen again. But so the rules for repairs, I mean, they're written a bit more towards starships. In the droids section, droid program repair section, it just kind of says follow the normal rules. But I'm kind of going to be kind of combining the repair rules, which are given for starships, and the healing rules, kind of doing aspects of both.
Okay.
Mainly because part of the thing is that, well, basically it'll just make things work a bit better for droids, I think. But yes, and so basically, yeah, if you are working without help or spare parts, that does increase the difficulty. But you could also, like, search around for that kind of stuff and see if you can find any of that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Then just roll a search.
I mean, could I find anything that plays where I'm at?
You could also, make a search.
If they have guns and everything, you know, I never know.
You can dismantle some guns and get some pretty nifty parts.
All right, good start.
And Jacen finds that there's another shop just down from the weapons shop, which has like various tools, components for droids and other equipment, and all sorts of
junk shop.
Droid
junk shop.
I mean, it's not just for droids; it's other equipment as well. But yeah, it's basically like a it's like a mechanical parts shop and tools and such.
Is it Best Buy?
It's not Best Buy, no.
Oh.
Just
maybe Fry's.
But yeah, so so Jacen does find that. Now, as for how so the difficulties for repairing droids will be the same as like the med pack difficulty numbers for healing a person. However, actually, Actually, no. Actually, the difficulties are going to be higher. But the thing with repairing is that you can do multiple attempts. I think up to 3 attempts. And with each attempt, you do still lower the difficulty for the subsequent attempts.
Okay.
But there will be time between the subsequent attempts. Like, let's see here. It is, so using a repair skill the first time takes 15 minutes. 15 minutes as the character begins working, make a skill roll. If the roll is greater than or equal to the repair difficulty, the device is repaired. The roll is lower, the device is still broken. However, even if still broken, some of the damage is repaired. Subtract the roll from the difficulty number. The remainder is what's left to be repaired. Where is the time? Second. So if it'll take a day of working if you have to do a second one, and then another 2 days if you have to do a third one.
Okay.
However, there's also a way you could have multiple people working on a thing. Several characters can work together to repair at the same time. However, you each make your own skill rolls, and then whoever makes the highest skill roll, their skill is is what counts. So the people that do lower, their skills don't actually go into it, but it's still like, if you have 2 people, you just go with whichever's higher type thing. So it's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of
So
like
like advantage.
advantage. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Kind of like advantage, where it's 2 rolls, but it's just different people's skills. Skill rolls. So yeah. So yeah.
I don't think we have anyone that could repair at the moment.
Yeah.
Besides you.
The difficulty is. Why did I turn away from that page? Is 30.
Oh. Okay.
Sure, you want to try it out?
No, maybe not yet. Okay, Jimmy. I think I need to let my dogs out real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. So anything we can do to wake Khaljov up at this point, so at least he can participate.
Did anyone try using a med pack on him last time?
I think Kilo did. I think that's one of her 4D was for it, which is probably the 9.
Oh,
I think I slightly remember like she first healed herself and then she did him. I think.
and I was frozen again. There we go.
That's fine.
I keep. Whoa. My video froze like. Refroze right away. Okay.
Well then.
That's fun. Okay. Well, now it's going again.
Hi.
Important question. Did you try to heal him last time? I'm pretty sure you did, right?
I healed everyone. I tried to heal everyone.
So am I right that your roll for him was the 9 then? Because I think you healed yourself and then him.
Yeah.
It ain't easy healing this gorgeous man.
It's true.
I mean, you could always try making a strength roll. What is your strength?
Mine?
Yeah.
3D.
60. Wow.
What do I need? Like a 15?
If you get a 14 plus, you improve to being merely wounded.
Go for it. Do it.
If you get a 9 to 13, there is no change. If you get 8 or less, you're dead.
Oh, never mind.
What?
And you said you had 3D, so
I mean, force roll you won't. It's just a force point to wake up.
I mean,
Seems like a good use.
I mean, if you use your force point, you have 6D, so you have
What
very.
was my what would I need to actually like just wake up?
14.
Like a 20?
No, 14 plus.
Oh, that just brings me to.
That brings you to wounded and you wake up.
Okay, I'm just gonna say,
okay.
I'll
do
just
that.
come back in the meantime. Like, I'll just try to, I'll just try to heal him.
Okay, I'll just roll. What's the worst that could happen?
So are you using your force point?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Just the way you're saying, I'll just roll. I'm like the fact that you said just, and I'm like, wait.
Actually, I'm not gonna say.
Let's make sure for clarification.
I'm gonna save that force point. You know, who knows when we gotta find the location of tacos. Might need that search roll to get a force point.
So, are you doing it though?
Yeah. I mean, again, so like.
I won't
The
lie. I'm
worst
just
roll I
waiting
could
for
get.
all once.
Yeah, the worst roll I could get is a 6. And in that case, then I gotta roll out my other character, who comes in and miraculously saves the day. He owns an actual cruiser, so Eric doesn't know about it yet. But
I'm sure that's not as much logic. Just some characters just like fully packed. Owns a couple of mansions, you know.
21. Yeah. So yeah, you're now merely wounded. You wake up through sheer force of will.
just wakes up.
Do I like sit up like the Undertaker? Oh no,
The
Jacen.
what now?
I think Jacen would be a better idea. You ever watch like Jacen, like when they would shoot him and everything, and he would just like sit back up again.
I actually haven't, no.
You haven't? Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah. So race. Yeah. Okay. I'll wake up.
Okay.
Hi guys. I don't really
Hi.
say that. I don't say that.
Jeez.
Could everyone make me a perception check?
There it is.
Of course.
Oh man, it's running good today.
Hell yeah.
Team 9
Oh,
up in
Joe.
here.
A 7.
So 9, 14, and 9. So what
Oh, you already did it.
Jacen notices, because Jacen already noticed that Sny was missing. Now he's also noticed that what's Terry's character's name?
Theo.
Theo. Thank you.
Theo?
Theo is also missing.
So
Is
just,
Jessica still there? Or Vanessa?
Vanessa's still there and still incapacitated.
Oh.
I was gonna say. So I haven't seen Theo. Where do you go?
I don't know.
Because I was with Sny and he was suddenly gone.
Good.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's not like that.
Also, there was a whole buttload of guns back there. No, there was also, I think, a place where you could also get repairing parts.
Okay, well, why didn't you take some?
Mhm.
Well, it seems more important to at least see you guys okay, and that's tell you that Sny's gone.
Alright.
At least now I know what it feels like to have a hut sit down on your face. I have a really bad headache.
So, what are y'all gonna
So
do?
what happened? Where's Sny at?
He's gone.
And Theo's gone? Wait, I wasn't actually conscious for that thing blowing up, or Jacen using his lightsaber.
No,
No, you wouldn't have been.
I was like out cold already.
yeah. So so you might now be noticing the dead Super Trooper.
That's the first time I've seen one of those not move.
Yeah, it seems like a good thing.
Yep. That was How did that happen?
I know, just a casual stabbing my lightsaber to his face. Not the usual. Didn't die for once, or got wounded.
You've never used your light.
I mean, it was that or we were gonna die anyway, so didn't have much of a choice, not did I?
Good call. How's Vanessa?
She's dead.
What?
Incapacitated.
Okay, so
Should
Theo
probably-
and Sny are both missing.
Yep.
I'm still just like laying flat on my back right now.
Can I do anything by force points to, or by force to make him feel better?
Can you?
Yeah, just mercy kill.
You could just give me your force point.
Let's see here.
Give you my energy. Like Dragon Ball. Just a little key into your body.
What is your control and alter?
Both 3.
Okay, 1 second here. Because there is control another's pain.
Can I make make it worse?
Oh no, never mind. That won't actually. That would allow him to not have the minus 1d, but he would still count as wounded. Accelerate another's healing. There we go. That's what we want. Okay, yeah. So what you can do with accelerate another's healing, you would roll a control and an alter, and then the target may make 2 natural healing rolls for the current day at +2 instead of just 1. He already made 1, so you would just be able to make 1 more, but that 1 more would be at a +2. But let's see, the difficulty for you. See, control as modified by relationship. How would you to define your relationship? Friends, acquaintances, close friends?
We're best friends, aren't we? I caught him twice. I'm sure that means counts for something.
I am his father.
Okay, so we'll go with close friends. Okay. And alter as modified by proximity. I mean, yeah, if like, yeah. So, and I mean, you're right next to him. You can like be putting your hand on his shoulder or whatever, so you can be. That would then not add any difficulty to the base difficulty. So roll a control and an alter if you want to be accelerating his healing.
Both the same anyways.
No. You have to be rolling both of them, but because you're rolling both of them, it also minus 1d to each of them.
Oh, so then wait, what do I do then? What do I roll specifically?
You roll 2d and then a 2d again, because you said they're both 3d, right? Okay, so 5 and 9. Well, the unfortunate thing is that had those rolls been reversed, because the first one is the control, the second one is the alter, had they been reversed, it would have worked.
Just nothing happens.
Yeah, so nothing happens.
I tried. Tried so hard.
And got so far.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter.
Okay. So then, yeah.
Can I like heal myself?
And I believe a med pack. Yeah, med pack had already been used on you, and a med pack can only be used on a person once per day.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only one person to use a med pack on a person. Is there a backup tank somewhere? Take a little dive. My actual liquid.
You can try searching for one if you want.
Let's try to heal R2. Oh, I was awake for that. I saw R2 get whacked. So yes, my primary concern would be getting R2 operational again after that blast that he took.
Okay. Do you want to be trying to repair him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's your droid repair?
It's just 3D.
Minus 3D plus 2. So, I mean, we can both roll.
You can both roll, and then just whichever is highest is what.
I could also roll because I got a 3D as well. Then.
Okay.
Let's go over to the shop and see if we can get a few things.
Were you awake when I said that, or like we were just still sleeping?
I was probably awake. Clearly, I willed myself awake, so.
Yeah.
And they say even if somebody's unconscious, they can still hear things.
I mean, I've definitely heard like my alarm when I'm still having a dream.
Exactly. See?
Not so much
Science.
recently, because recently, I always wake up before my alarm. But
I heard everything for science. What happened to Discord?
I don't know.
So it wasn't just me.
No, yeah, that happened.
I see my region changed.
Your region changed.
Yeah, the region changed.
It's only on
I
Western.
have a
That's
I have
what
a
happened.
really high ping rate.
Okay. No, it's my force powers that took control.
Huh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Well, everyone, roll droid program repair.
Here comes the 18.
Jesus.
9, 10, 16.
Wow.
Okay.
Now we take his what he rolled or something.
So you spend about 15 minutes working on R2, and you get some of the damage repaired, but there's still a ways to go. So it'll take another day of working on him at least to fix him.
Sounds good.
Do you want to
I'm gonna
just
go.
do you want to just spend a day working on him here in this outpost?
How do we know like how far away the is there like a communications tower somewhere in this outpost? Like would we see like a I don't know a structure that looks like a communication
Make me a search roll.
Oh, I'll help you search as well.
Jacen manages to.
I'm thinking the canteen is the communications tower. I'm like, you know what? That place looks familiar.
Oh, we've been there.
Jacen manages to find a building with a long-range comm unit inside, and with long-range comm unit. It is like communications, like it's like a building specifically for communications and such that Jacen managed to find. Yeah.
As a side note, I kind of want to go into that armory and look around. See if
Okay.
there's anything better than my blaster.
Also, I should mark down how much R2
Yes.
has been repaired by, because that's 16 knocked. 16 off of the difficulty for the next time.
So what are we gonna do with like? Is Zoey coming along? Like, are we dragging everyone along, like taking the body of Vanessa? And can R2 even move at this point, or is he's still broken?
Yeah, R2 is not active right now. No.
Okay, so we'd have to
R2's
carry
in-
him as well.
R2's in no power mode.
Because like knowing the town and like what happened, I don't think we should let anyone go by himself somewhere.
Yeah.
Man,
so
we
are
can.
we just? I mean, I could just carry. Yes. Try and
Zoey
carry
is the buff
Vanessa.
one.
R2.
Zoey, use your lifting skill.
How much does R2 weigh? 50 kilograms.
I'll just like use the force. I just throw him where we want to go.
I mean,
You could really just like push R2 around because like he is on wheels.
I need to be right back, super quickly.
Okay.
So I assume at this point we just agreed we're going to the armory then.
Oh, we were kind of like parked in front of.
Yeah, you were near the armory already.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we'll just hit that search roll that we did for the communications tower was just kind of like a quick glancing around.
Yeah, he's kind of like looking around. He's like, oh, hey, like that's the kind of building that will be used for communications and such. A place like this.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, I'll try and carry Vanessa.
No, we're not moving just yet. We're gonna go search the armory first.
Okay.
once we get down there, then we'll go. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Like, should we? We kind of have like two choices. We can look for like a med facility and drop off like Vanessa inside of the back of tank.
That's
How
an
bad is she
option.
off?
Incapacitated.
Okay, so she's not like mortally
No.
dead.
No.
So, also, granted, I didn't write anything of that down, but what I know what Sny all found when we were there, since like he found all the things as we were there.
But does Eric remember what all was there?
Yeah,
Well, like
that too.
Of course.
there were various holdout blasters, sporting blasters, blaster pistols, heavy blaster pistols, hunting blasters, blaster rifles, blaster carbines, 2 repeating blasters, and 1 medium repeat blaster. Because it was only the last 2 that I actually gave specific numbers to, because the other ones that are just like, there's a bunch of them.
I'm gonna take one of those then.
One of which?
The big gun. Well, I took the big gun, but I'll take the second big gun.
You're taking a
Third guy takes the big gun. It's not even here.
Well, a medium repeat blaster, was that what he... Had he taken one of those? Because those...
Yeah, he took
where is the info?
Oh wait, did he take? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he took that one, didn't he?
Where is the information on the weapons?
Or is that one of those things that you? No, he took the repeat blaster, I believe, because that was the one that was like similar to like a. You need a tripod.
Yeah. Repeating blaster is a tripod. Medium repeat blaster is the type that you like mount on land speeders and defense installations. Yeah. So
okay, so we took one of the regular ones.
Yeah, the repeating
the other one.
Okay.
No, just strap that bad boy to my back.
I'll take myself one of the repeating as well.
No, there were just the 2.
So what's left exactly? I'll take anything that's an upgrade.
What do you currently have?
I mean, you have a pistol, don't you?
I have a blaster rifle and a blaster pistol.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you have a blaster rifle already, there isn't really an upgrade.
Okay.
If you want like additional, oh yeah, and there's also like protective.
A hold-up blaster too.
There's also protective helmets and protective vests in there.
Was that something with like you get a minus if equipping those or something?
Yes.
Dexterity.
Yeah. Get minus your dexterity.
But you get a plus to your strength.
For the purpose of damage rolls only.
Right.
Yeah.
Or on. Yeah. So it gives you more protection, but it doesn't actually like improve your brawling or anything.
What do you mean a vest doesn't magically make me better at lifting things?
I mean, I guess I could take him, not necessarily equip.
If only we had if only we had some power gloves in this game.
Now you're playing with power.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm also going to take a holdout blaster.
Okay.
Just for those crazy times when I'm just like on the floor, wounded, and something comes up close to me.
Gosh, maybe a good idea. I'll just take one as well then.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring one for Zoey too.
Wow.
So can I then do it as well? Like I'll take the armor, not equip, but like just take it with me.
Okay. Armor or helmet?
Both.
Or both.
Yeah. Both.
Okay.
So each one gives you a +1 to your strength.
Yep.
Okay.
But like I said, I just want to take it, not necessarily equip it.
Just throw it in your inventory.
Specifically, it's protective vest. A protective helmet.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take another. I'm gonna take a thermal detonator too.
Just take a couple of them.
Okay.
Because we've only had ever good experiences with those. Is there any C4 charges that we can grab?
I mean, thermal detonator worked out the time that Chaka threw it.
That's true. I gotta learn Chaka's secret.
I mean,
Having a high demolition, maybe.
well, no, Chaka's secret was actually that he had failed the throw roll, but then y'all just got really lucky with the direction it went in. It went further from you than he could have got it throwing it properly.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, let's I'm gonna look for like a med facility for Vanessa.
Okay, roll a search.
Is this like
Oh, it's
Main
nice.
City?
You are like, oh hey, here's a med. No, this is just the cantina again.
Damn that cantina. Okay.
Should say I'm still chilling.
Does anybody see a med facility around here?
I mean, just saying, I have med packs, so.
Well,
You can only use one med pack on a person per day, and
yeah.
there was already a med pack used on Vanessa.
I guess, technically speaking, even if we put her like in the back of tank, it's gonna take a while for her to heal, right?
Alright, guys, I got you covered.
Yep, Jacen once again finds a medical facility.
Finding everything. Should I start running a map?
I'm just gonna start putting everything into search to take you down.
Good.
I just want to make you obsolete.
Good.
I'm just gonna replace you.
Just watch it. Like, you're gonna have like 10D and I'm still gonna roll better than you.
Fuck off! Yeah, right.
So yeah, so you do find a medical facility.
No problem, guys.
Yeah. Gonna bring Vanessa to the medical facility.
Probably better than leaving
Well,
her out in the
If it
distance.
has anything worth bringing her to, do you want to look at it first or just bring her there?
I mean, you just want to leave her laying around when another of the super troopers comes running in and.
I feel like if there's another Super Trooper, we're pretty much SOL.
Right. I upgraded my lightsaber skill.
Okay. I guess I'll carry Vanessa to the med facility.
Okay. Roll me.
Say we all live for a
I'm
bit.
gonna stay with R2 just in case this vanishing person thing happens again.
You could bring R2.
I don't have like freaking Zoey strength.
R2's on wheels. You can just kind of push him along.
My statement stands. Alright, yeah, I'll push him up.
Yeah, the people carrying Vanessa, Jacen, and Zoey, if you just make some lifting rolls.
Good
I
roll.
see. You're better at strength.
12 and
Oh, yeah.
5. Yeah. You managed to get her to the med facility. Zoey doing most of the work. Oh, and I'm
Lazy today.
frozen again.
I want to put I want to put my efforts
There we
in
go.
searching, so you know.
The advantage today is most of the times when I'm getting frozen, it's when I'm looking away, looking either down at the book or like at something else. So I almost instantly notice it.
But then you just look like you're really intensely studying.
Yeah. That's what I look like to everyone else. But to me, I'm like, wait, I'm looking at the computer screen. Why am I on the computer, not looking at the computer screen?
Yeah.
It'd be like looking in your reflection, and your reflection is looking somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
that would just be
just
creepy.
I always say. Not even my own reflection was look.
Okay. So you get Vanessa to the medical facility, and there is 2 Bacta tanks in there.
Diving in.
Yay! Same.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I want to feel a piece of home. I'm diving after Khaljov.
Okay. Maybe somebody should lift Vanessa into one of the tanks.
She got this.
Yes.
I mean, you can get her into the tank without having to do a roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The three of us struggle and get her in.
So then
It's just me doing most of the work and then you guys just pretending to help.
she
I got a
is.
leg. Jason's over there with an arm, and you have like her back.
Hi, people
Yeah.
behind Khaljov IRL.
All right.
So the good news is, and the bad news is, she's going to be in there for 8 days.
Well, I guess we'd be chilling then. So, anyone and bring any board games, any card games, some Pazak or
And we got to repair R2 anyway, so we'll be here probably a couple days.
Well, if you want to spend another day working on repairing R2,
Well, do we want to check out the communications?
or do you want to check out the communications tower first?
that sounds like a good
Uh,
plan.
Check out the communication tower.
Okay.
I'm gonna lock the door on the way out though,
Yeah.
from the medical facility.
So we're leaving R2 and Vanessa both in there then. I mean Vanessa obviously, but
Okay, you
R2.
want to lock it.
Would you say that we thoroughly cleared the building? And like, did we notice anything suspicious in there, or weird, or not normal? Like, were there like Super Trooper arms just laying on the table? Was there like, like a
The medical
Like a-
facility seemed normal. It was
Jason Voorhees looking kind of thing sitting against the wall?
not like it was just like a one room. Oh no, not actually just one. Mostly just a one room, and then like had like an attached like bathrooms and such, whatever. But there was like the two back to tanks, and then there were a few like recovery beds and such. But it was a pretty small place, or whatever, and there was nothing really like odd about it.
Then yeah, I'm gonna lock it up after we leave.
So you want to be locking it up, and I'm assuming you want to be able to get back in when you return. So make me a security roll to see if you can figure out.
I don't know. We can just blast the keypad. It's fine, right?
I mean I could do it. I got a 4D.
I also have
4D.
4D. Wow.
I'm gonna do it. All right, everybody roll a 1D. Whoever gets the highest can roll a 4D.
Is that what we're doing?
Bring it on.
Oh my god!
No. I roll a 1 because I'm number 1.
No, I rolled a 1 because I'm number 1.
Alright, great. Who's rolling security then? Is it me?
Yes, you are.
Alright, cool.
Let's just do both. Like in case one rolls bad, the other one can roll us back.
Okay.
12.
Not bad.
Yeah. Figure out how to set like a passcode for the door, and you lock it up.
What did she put the passcode to though?
Yeah,
Um,
good.
That's up to her.
4116, because that was my roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a
All
good
right, let's go to the communication tower. I got my repeat blaster at the ready in case another one of those things.
Okay. So you go to communication tower, and as you get there, you notice that it is locked.
Not even gonna try. I'm just gonna slice it over the lightsaber. It's an abandoned town anyway. Who the hell's gonna care?
Universal key.
Okay.
Exactly.
You cut your way in, and you find the communications equipment has been severely damaged, and it looks intentional.
Or the Super Trooper.
But they're not very smart about that. They just destroy things at random, unless it's a person.
Is there anything else we see like that
Can I-
seems out of the ordinary?
Can I attempt to repair the comm system? Or is it like beyond repair?
I'll need a perception check from Jacen if he sees anything out of the ordinary. And,
I'll take that.
you can make me an... If you want to just know if you think you can fix it, you could do a knowledge technology roll. Okay, 13 on the perception. No, you don't really notice anything else out of place in here, just that the equipment's been destroyed. And
I'm gonna make the technology knowledge roll.
okay,
Okay, great.
9.
It's really a game of nines, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
apparently.
Last game was 11s, now it's 9s.
Ooh,
5.
Good for
Um,
you.
Khaljov is pretty sure he can fix it. Zoey doesn't think it can be fixed.
I'm gonna attempt to repair it.
Okay, roll me a computer program repair.
I can do it, guys.
Sure.
$14. After spending about 15 minutes on it, you conclude that no, this actually can't be repaired. And in fact, you're pretty sure that like some of the like relevant components, the necessary components, aren't even here, or if they are, they're like like destroyed to the point of like
Just obliterate it.
pretty much, yeah.
Alright, I still think I can fix it, you guys. Hold on. If I can just hammer out this little like dent on the console, I feel like it will do.
Can we see what kind of damage was done to it? Like just like a blast or
Yeah,
maybe
can
some
you draw up
lightsaber
a
or something?
picture really quick?
Or like to identify what has damaged it.
Yeah.
Just make sure it wasn't the Super Trooper.
You can. It definitely looks like at least some of the damage was done by blaster fire.
Is there like an active computer console around? Like a not destroyed computer console?
No. Wow, I am freezing constantly today.
Great.
Annoying.
I
Yeah.
almost wonder if it would be better if one of us hosts the call.
Maybe.
But then I think it'll probably screw up your...
Also, I
Name
just
tags
noticed
and
I
all
have an
that.
arrow next to my region. I didn't have that before though.
I have like
I
a ton of bandwidth that I can use.
Same.
Yeah, we could maybe try that
I'll
in the future. Or
yeah. Why is our region Western Europe?
I didn't know. My
I'm
region took
changing
control.
mine back to the U.S. West.
Okay.
Okay, that changes for all of us.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
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 That's so weird.
Because when as soon as you did that, it like went blank for a second, and then it was like what happened earlier, except
I did notice my connection was extremely shitty early. Like my connection was like was already red, so maybe it
I wonder
forced
if
it.
would it be better for you, Eric, if we're like in U.S. Central?
maybe.
That's what it's usually in.
Looks
I
so
wonder if
good.
this will fix your freezing thing. Like every time like you freeze, I just change the location and see if that unfreezes you.
Well, it'll probably unfreeze them just because it refreshes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so no computer console anywhere that we can access. Like,
Not in here, no.
all right, would this be like So is this building connected to any other building, or is this like a by itself standalone building?
Um,
Doesn't have multiple floors.
no, it doesn't have
Like an
multiple
elevator.
floors. And there are like other buildings that are like built up right next to, because most of the buildings, there's a lot of buildings that are like built in rows, and you know, they don't. They like share a wall or whatever. So,
Okay, I'm looking for like the, base of operations, the command base.
um, make me a search.
Since we're all here, we should probably just all roll search.
7.
I think I'm gonna dump some points into search.
Don't worry, guys, I got you covered.
Okay.
I didn't roll bad, all things considered.
So Khaljov finds himself back at the cantina again. I think he just wants a drink. Zoe's kind of wandering, kind of looking around, and is kind of slowly getting better feel for the layout of the town. And the Jacen's just
I find another cantina.
yeah. Then Jacen finds
the armory with all the tanks and stuff.
not exactly a command center, but
Something like a plane would be nice, or a spaceship. Plane.
An airplane.
He finds a what's a bit of a bigger building, and seems kind of like some kind of a
Administrative center.
well, it seems kind of like a town meeting hall kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to pick up the other two at the cantinas.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna let's head over there and see if maybe we can learn about what the heck happened here. See if we can figure out why that super trooper was just so happened to be here.
Just give me a closed door so I can smash it with a lightsaber again.
Somebody go to 7-Eleven.
Hey, what's the 7-Eleven doing here?
Okay, yeah. So let's go inside the building. Is there like a what do you call it? Like any kind of data pads or
Well, when
an actual computer console?
When you go in on the first floor, there's like kind of a big like kind of auditorium meeting room type thing. I also want everyone to make me a knowledge. I'm gonna say streetwise. No, knowledge cultures. Knowledge cultures roll.
Good.
Okay. we have
Cultures.
10, 8, 9. Okay,
8, 9, 10.
so there is like a big symbol on the wall at like kind of the front of the auditorium, but none of you recognize it or have any idea what it is.
Good.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jack.
It's probably this Darth Vader symbol.
And then is also a staircase leading up to the second floor. And are you going up there?
Stairway to
We
heaven.
dare.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. You go up to the second floor, And yes, there are computers up there.
Are they working?
Yeah. Are they working?
Um,
Are there any lights?
they are currently turned off.
All right, turn them on. All turn.
I keep a safe distance in case they blow up.
Khaljov goes over and turns one of them on, and it turns on.
Hey. Still alive. Okay. That's a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna let it boot. So can you? So what kind of boot up? Is it like a Windows 95 kind of IBM computer boot up, or is it like?
Yeah, it gives you one of
Like
those
a-
classical errors, keyboard
Like one of
not
those, Windows XP boot ups, or is it like Windows 10 SSD kind of boot up?
I don't even know what a Windows 10 boot up is.
No, I think
Like,
he's more
almost
referring as like
instantaneous.
in terms of speed, how fast
Yeah.
it starts.
Speed.
Yeah, but I don't know what a Windows 10 speed. 'Cause I haven't used Windows 10.
It's about
I haven't used
7 seconds. 7
Windows.
seconds from
I
pressing the
haven't
power button.
used any Windows since in like over a decade.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a Mac
Well,
user.
It's Windows.
Yeah, you press the power button on a Windows 10 machine, and like 5 to 7 seconds later, you're at the start menu.
Yeah, it takes just a couple seconds and brings you to a login screen asking for name and password.
Right,
There a
admin
guest
1234.
What? Oh,
Is there a guest one?
Their guest button.
it just has an empty space for username and password.
I'm gonna put in administrator.
Okay. And what are you putting as the password?
Password.
uh,
Some-
it says incorrect.
I'm gonna capitalize the P and put it
While
again.
while he does that, I'm gonna search around to see where I can find some information of the password and what.
It says incorrect again.
I'm going to try to reprogram the computer to accept my password.
Okay. Roll me a computer program repair.
9. 12.
Better than a 9.
The computer has locked.
Um.
Don't worry, there's more than one computer.
It silly boots up Pac-Man.
Yeah, it doesn't work, and yeah, the computer does lock down from your attempt.
How many other computers are there?
There are 4 other computers.
Okay, I'm gonna go power on the next one.
What if I just had guest?
Like I said, I'm just gonna look for something around the
You-
building where I can find
You're just
something.
trying guessed? No password?
No password. I'm just gonna type guest.
Incorrect.
Cool. I really thought that would work though.
Okay, I'm going to try to crack the administrator password this time on the second computer.
Okay. So, like, you're trying another computer program repair, or
I'll do security this time.
you're gonna do security? Okay. Roll me a security.
I like, will it? But I can use either or if I want. I figure trying to crack the password would be security. That was just my first thought. But if I can use computer program repair, I'll be more than happy to use that one.
Okay, you can use, do security. Yes. That'd be security, yeah.
I already have the 5 typed out. Now I gotta backspace.
So much work.
Ooh.
Wow.
um. You're unable to access it, but it doesn't lock you out.
Ignore that one. I was just looking.
Rolling DF.
Yeah, I just happened to see like there's a dice and there says a thing that says fudge. I was curious what that does.
Okay,
Okay.
good for you.
Just remember, curiosity killed the cat.
So an 18 doesn't unlock it.
No.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm still sticking to like I'm just gonna look around with search, see if I can find anything like maybe left it on like a little note somewhere in between a book or whatever, or not a
Yeah.
book, so
If
something.
someone kept forgetting the
Can I-
password and wrote it
Can I
down.
look? Can I look under the keyboard?
No, because it's like a single unit type
Oh, okay.
computer.
One of those stupid all-in-ones.
Okay. Yo, you said you were searching around, so give me a search roll.
We haven't come across any bodies yet, have we?
Nope.
Yeah, I had to say now he's gonna say he found
Actually,
somebody.
we have. He just thought it wasn't worth mentioning.
Oh.
That there are just dead bodies surrounding us.
We're literally crawling over bodies every step we take.
Yeah, we're just standing on bodies right now. He just forgot to mention it.
16.
To find a secret door behind a bookshelf.
Um, okay. You actually do find a hidden door behind one of the computers.
So they see me finding the room, or
Well, they see you like looking behind the computers, and I don't know what your reaction is to finding what looks like a door behind one of them.
I'll just rip it open.
Okay. Roll me a strength roll.
No biggie.
Oh, really wanted you to fail it.
15.
Respectable.
Okay,
Every
Like
vein
my
in
lights, I would
his
just cut it
face
open.
is popping out right now.
well,
but-
like, you pull the computer away from, like, the door. The door itself is still closed, though.
Does he Hulk pull it, or does he like casually pull it?
Doors. I'm
Well,
just gonna cut it.
But he pulls it kind of like, think like,
Or was that like on a roller, so to speak?
well, no,
Like, it was meant to be pulled.
it's not, it wasn't meant to be pulled, so it was like, you know, kind of, as he was pulling it, it's like when you have like a heavy dresser or something, and you're pulling it, and, you know, you just hear it scraping along the floor. It's kind of like that. It was that, yeah. But yeah.
Play some scratchboard sounds real quick.
So yeah, so you pull it away, and there is a door. There is a and it's like, it's kind of like it's built into the wall. Like, there's, you almost at like a glance you wouldn't notice it, because like there's kind of like a kind of thin line showing the outline of the door. And you don't see any kind of a keypad or any kind of a handle or anything on the door.
So guys, try to cut this door open.
Yeah,
You have like a universal key with you.
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay. You cut through it.
Wait. So with that door, how? Given the spacing between, is there like a window in there, like in the room itself? Like, can we see outside, around the room?
No.
Trying to gauge, you know, what kind of spacing is behind that door.
There are no windows in here, no.
Okay.
And inside, we find 20 super troopers.
hey, Jacen, come to like the middle of the. So, I'm trying to play this in my head. So we came up the stairs, right? We came upstairs.
Yep.
From downstairs where we walked in through like the doorway.
hmm
What wall will that be?
The stairs would be... Okay, so there's the door you came in,
Right.
then the opposite wall will be like kind of like the front of the auditorium type thing or whatever, like where people would go up to talk and such. So then it would be the left wall from where you came in that had like the stairs.
Okay.
And this wall would be on the same side of the building as the front of the auditorium. So the opposite end from where the door... So the opposite end of where the door inside it was.
I'm worried about putting a lightsaber through that door in case there's like somebody seeking refuge behind it, and we just push a lightsaber through it.
Well, this time I froze it like while I was in the middle of moving, so there's like blur.
Wait, don't reset. I'm gonna reset. See if it works.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see.
Yep.
Switch again.
Are you still frozen?
No, I'm not still frozen.
Oh,
Yeah, he was switching again to test if that would like fix it. Which makes sense because
I
it's kind of
think-
refreshing it.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think Keela said that earlier.
I did.
Yes.
Hey,
Maybe we should just
1000
like
IQ.
keep switching servers every time it happens.
Yeah,
just
every
so
time it freezes, just switch the server. Okay. So based on the dimensions that we know of, what kind of spacing would be behind that door? Like, would we assume that it's as large, like it's a storage closet? Would we assume that it's like,
You're not really certain because you didn't really like look at that side of the building from outside.
okay, all right, so Jacen,
cut through the door. Okay, got it.
cut to the door, but like surgically cut through it.
Okay, wait. I got a
Don't
better idea.
turbo lift the door, okay?
Can I just like cut like a little hole in it, like something we could look through?
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Okay. How big of a hole are you cutting?
Like say enough like you could like push your hand through it or something.
Okay. So
Like your, did you say your hand or your head?
Both works.
per-
So
per-
you gotta define whose head because some holes gotta be bigger for some people's head.
All
So-
right.
So Zoe is the biggest head, right?
Ooh,
No.
fighting word.
I actually have a
No.
really small head in real life.
Can tell.
You can't.
Yeah, I think that's like something like this should be fine. Like
Maybe like a 1 by 1 kind of hole.
1 by 1 what?
Yeah.
I'll do
I'll
a
let
little
you guess.
Zorro just to see.
Oh my god.
That doesn't make a.
Alright, a
Hole for us to
smallish
see.
hole in the door.
Big enough to, I'm assuming, for somebody to, like, you know, stick their head in to look if necessary.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so you cut a hole in there, and you look in, and you see a turbolift shaft.
Oh, good. We love those.
My gosh, I see a lift in here. Or a shaft, rather.
One of those jetpacks when you need them.
Yeah, you know.
Don't know, can't remember what happened to it. And
All right, so well, probably not a good idea to go down there, given that it could very well be a secret Imperial base that is housing these super troopers,
Yeah,
and one
maybe.
just happened to escape, and the rest are still down there.
So if one escaped, wouldn't the door be like crushed?
Well, I wouldn't really know how it escaped though.
True.
There might be more than one way to get down there.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like a what do you call it? An escape route that nobody happened to be able to.
Yeah.
The main entrance could be one of these 200 buildings that are here.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to go down there.
Good idea either, especially with just the three of us. We
Mm.
have two people that are down over there, so maybe we should go tend to R2, see if we can get him up and running, and then
Yeah.
go after Vanessa until we can somehow.
Actually, yeah, if we get R2 going, we could probably bring him back to these computers and have him get in.
Oh, because he's a droid, right?
Hmm.
We're shocked and die again.
Okay. All right, let's go do that. We're gonna
Yeah.
retreat back to the medical facility.
Okay. So you
That was locked. That was super well done, locked up, and like Fort Knox kind of locked up.
So yeah,
I'm talking like
I mean-
17 feet thick bolt walls that are made of like Durasteel.
no.
Okay. I tried, guys.
So you return, and I assume you remember the password.
4116.
Yep. You get back in, and everything is as you left it.
I actually didn't remember the password.
And I double checked it, but I mostly remembered it.
Yeah. Okay. So now you want to be spending another day working on repairing R2.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But Khaljov, do you want to maybe like rest in a bacta tank for your wound? Or do you want to
I'll
just
rest
hop
for
in
I'll
there?
rest for the night inside there. I mean, I don't know what good it's gonna.
Also, are we not stopping by to get some parts to make the repair somewhat easier?
Didn't we already do that?
Yeah, I assumed you already did get the parts.
Yeah, we grabbed the parts already.
Jeez, where were you?
Filling in the arm.
He was too busy being really good at searching.
Exactly.
Okay.
My job for today.
If Khaljov wants to do some rejuve, we'll just roll 2D for that to see. You're just wounded right now. It'll be 10 hours in the bacta tank.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump into the. I'm gonna get into the birthday suit and just jump in there.
Okay. And then
Strips down right in front of us.
Yep, right in front of you.
And then while you're doing
Hey,
that, Zoey and Jacen continue trying to repair R2. So
Just
Yeah.
Kurt.
Googling.
if you,
Just like watching the Khaljov jump.
Okay, we're gonna roll the exact same.
yeah, so both of you, let's see here,
Hey.
7 and
You can-
11.
Hey, there's your 7-Eleven.
So the R2 is mostly like repaired, but not quite. It's gonna take, another 2 days to fully repair him.
Okay.
Um,
Love that.
but I will say this: it is literally impossible for you to not be able to repair him, because for the next roll it'll be a difficulty of 3.
Unless you're rolling with a 2D, then yeah.
So yeah.
So we're probably just gonna chill out and repair R2, I guess.
I just want to go chill around town just to see where I can find some things.
Well, while you're working on R2, I also want you all to not Khaljov because he's in the back to tank for the night, but I want the other two to both make me a perception check.
Oof.
Jesus
Oof.
fuck.
Oof. This is my night.
16 and 8.
What have I noticed this time?
Okay, no, you don't notice anything.
Ha.
Cool.
Sure,
I mean, think of it. It's a good thing that I didn't know it. It means nothing is coming. Or is
Not
there?
necessarily.
we'll go with that.
Uh-huh.
As far as you know, nothing is coming. Okay. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, pass.
Also, can we lock the door while we're chilling in here?
Yes.
Okay, we do that.
Okay. Yeah. So, 24 hours later, 24 hours do pass uneventfully with you working on the droid. Khaljov comes out of the back to tank after 10 hours, and yeah. So now, what are you doing? Gonna just stick around for another 2 days, just working on repairing R2?
Well, we haven't seen anything like in terms of danger, right?
I'm gonna bring that medium repeater rifle, and
Okay.
I'm gonna mount it to the top of the building. I mean, I
Okay.
have 2 days to mount it. I'm pretty sure I should be fine.
Yeah. Just so you know, you don't see any, like, easy roof access.
Oh, really?
There's,
That's a good thing.
Okay, then I will mount it inside.
you could still try to get up to the roof if you want. You just not. There's just no, like,
I feel like I'm gonna.
stairs or
probably
ladder.
fall if I
Okay.
Maybe
How
we
heavy
could
are
just
those?
use the force, lift the gun up for him.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Or just not, though.
I could just mount it inside of the medical facility and just have it pointed at
As
the
long
door.
as it's aimed at the entrance, yeah.
Just aim it at the entrance.
Smarter.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, Eric. I'm just gonna mount it inside the facility and have it aimed at the door.
Okay.
I still want to say I want to take a good look around, see if I find anything useful.
Okay. What would you consider?
Like something like a hangar or something. Like since we still have no means of transportation at this.
Like a garage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a search roll.
Now here comes the first bad search for the day. See?
Ha.
I'm gonna help him look.
I guess I'll also help.
Come on, give me that 9. Disappointing me.
11, 10, 8.
If you say that we spend like an extra amount of time on it, that we could potentially find some.
What?
Let's say we spend like 6 to 8 hours searching.
Search the entire town, just try to search anything. Every little building that's there.
Well, no. Even with the 10 and 11, you're able to find. Well, you're able to find a garage that looks to have room for about 20 speeders, but it does not have any in there.
Darn.
Oh.
Any good parts for something? Like maybe we could make our own speed.
I mean, like, there's like a handful of parts from, like, stuff that's being worked on, but most of the parts in there are like, a lot of them are damaged parts that were presumably replaced. There's a few like decent parts which, like the kind of things that would get replaced more often. That are around in case anything needs to be replaced. But no, there's not enough to build your own speeder.
Are there any parts there to repair our ship?
That's actually a good one. I mean, do you really want to walk all those days back to the ship though?
Like, do they have like a spare engine there?
No.
Oh.
There's not really what you would need to repair your ship. No.
And there's no like actual hangar for a ship, correct? Or
Not
do we have to search again for that since we were searching for a garage? I would imagine those are probably gone too, but apparently people who were here evacuated and they took everything to evacuate with.
you could definitely try searching for a hangar if you want, yeah. 13, 15, 12.
Better.
Um, you do
You're not frozen yet either, Eric. That's impressive.
Yeah. You do not find any kind of a hangar, no.
Okay.
So what are you
How
want?
far away from the town would you say we are?
Oh, what was
Did
it?
we travel like 10 days or something?
I think 10 days was the how long it was going to take initially, and you'd been traveling for the 2 or 3 days.
I don't know.
I thought we were traveling for like
Maybe.
a week.
Yeah, I think it was longer.
Yeah.
Okay, you have been traveling for a week. Okay. Oh yes, that's right. So you're probably another few days from um, yeah, from an actual town you know about.
Was there a back door to the medical facility?
No.
Hmm. So potentially, since I am the grandmaster, strategic thinking kind of person,
Uh-huh.
if another one of those super troopers comes and gets to the medical facility door, we lay into him with the medium repeater blast or medium repeater rifle blaster, whatever. Probably not going to get a whole lot of shots off on him before he reaches us. And if he is at the front door, there's no back door. So we're kind of like trapped in there, per se.
I mean, if he's still bonking on the door, I'll just shove my lightsaber through the door. I mean, last time he didn't like get through instantly. Took him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. We could booby trap the door too.
Yeah, let's go back to that the door and we just like glue some thermal detonators to the door.
Yeah, but they explode on impact. Maybe if he like rams into the door. It'll blow up.
Good enough.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Vanessa's out for how much longer?
Like we had a day, so like probably another 7.
Another 7 days, yeah.
Oh, it's only been. I thought it was already been like a few days.
No, it's only been 1 day because that was what the second repair on R2 was. You haven't done the full repair yet, which is going to be another 2 days.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so we should probably just camp out again, I guess, since
Yeah.
kind of like
Okay.
we don't have too much recourse right now.
Okay.
Also, are there any med packs I can steal from this facility?
It's not stealing, commandeering.
Sure.
Are we really stealing? Nobody's here anyway. All of that.
They obviously
Guys,
don't want
it's a
them.
word.
Finders keepers. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like
Alright. Alright.
There's 10 med packs in the facility.
I
I'm gonna-
take all of them.
No, you don't.
What?
Yes, I do.
No.
I
No?
take all of them.
I have. Well, I mean, I have 3 left, so I should be
Same.
fine.
I just
Cool.
wanna
I take all of them.
No, you don't. I'm still gonna speed out and take 2.
I asked, so I take all of them.
Are there any adrenaline shots?
It's fine. I'll look at the map. I'll get the drugs.
Roll me a search.
Is there any spice? I'm asking for a friend.
I'll help him search.
12. Oh, and 18. No, you don't find any spice or adrenaline shots.
Can I look for any chloroform?
Okay. All right. Let's just take shifts watching the door, and we should really. So can we say, like, within like a few hours time, we kind of made like a makeshift hatch to the roof?
A makeshift hatch to the roof.
I mean,
Yeah.
hatch is easy. Just let me like cut with my lightsaber a little square and
Throw like a piece of like thin aluminum plating on top of it, and just
like I said, just
sure there's a
cut
ladder
square.
somewhere.
What?
I'm sure there's a ladder somewhere that we can use as steps.
Like you could make a hole in the roof, but a hatch.
Okay, well, okay, so let's make a hole in the roof. I don't think we really have to worry about rain right now.
Okay. Do you want to be finding a ladder first, though?
Seems
Probably.
like a plan.
Well, I mean, Jacen could like stand on my shoulders, and then Kilo Zoey can just lift us. Right? It's gonna be like some straight up Circus Soleil kind of thing.
Why? Why?
Yes, we'll
No.
go find a ladder.
Can we look in like the other buildings that's around to see like where we can find
There
something?
should be like a ladder in that droid place that we found all those components. I'm sure there'll be a ladder in there. Maybe.
Okay. If you want to specifically check if there's a ladder there, I won't even make you make a search roll. You can just head over there and look.
Okay, I'm gonna head over there.
You don't find a ladder. If you want to find a ladder, you can make a search roll. It will be difficult because, finding a ladder in the outpost, that could, there could be a ladder anywhere, but...
True.
Question is, where? Hey, Team
No, you don't find a ladder, no.
What about a rope?
We already have one?
Who needs a ladder when you can just climb up with a rope?
No.
This is a bad idea.
No. I
No,
keep
it's
my
fine.
room for
We're-
other things.
We're in a medical facility. If we get hurt, we might very well just fall inside the back of
Feel IRL right now. Like,
While you were looking for the ladder, you did indeed find some rope.
Excellent.
hey, I'm
Alright.
taking that rope he was saying.
I'm taking
I
that rope.
already had a rope.
Now we have more.
Now we have more rope. You can never have too much rope.
Okay, so what is your plan with this rope?
Okay. So, what kind of distance are we looking at from ceiling to, or from floor to ceiling?
Floor to ceiling, it would be
say like 2.5, 3 meters is fair.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3 meters.
So we need to start piling some stuff on the floor so that Jacen could reach up there with his lightsaber.
Why?
I mean, isn't a lightsaber like at least 1.6
Wait, I have
meters?
a better idea. Outside the medical facility, can we lasso the rope to the top of the building?
Yeah, how about we just jump up?
Can we Spider-Man scale the wall?
Well, you're not Spider-Man, so no.
Okay.
I mean, do I have like a forced jump or something? Is that a thing?
Force jump is a thing.
I mean, you know, I could try. Worst case scenario, I hurt myself, it can drag me straight in.
You could probably lift me up too.
I'll just grab you.
Telekinesis can be used to levitate oneself or other characters. Oh, it can even be used as a primitive space drive in emergencies.
Use a what?
Primitive space drive. You know, like you
Hey,
can use it to like propel your ship. Just just like sublight speeds or whatever. You wouldn't be able to like jump to hyperspace with the Force.
I mean, that might come in useful in the future.
Yeah.
You have the best pilot with you right now. I doubt we would ever need that.
Yeah, true. We have you.
And then, I mean, you have Kilo too, I guess. Or, sorry, Zoey.
Great.
But the best one is, he's right here. But yeah,
I'm
in an
just like
emergency, we
Khaljov.
could always
I'm
use
taking
the
to the
Zoey.
bedroom. I'm bringing the rope.
I'm gonna kill you.
You're already gonna do that anyway, so you know.
I'm going to murder you in real life.
We're gonna do that already too. You already said that more than once. I'm waiting.
You can't threaten him with a good time.
I hate you.
Okay, so what was the plan to levitate Khaljov to the roof, or
Sure.
What?
Sure.
Yep. We're doing
Why?
We're doing
maybe,
this.
maybe not having maybe just high enough he like can grab on it and pull himself.
how heavy are you?
175 American.
I'm lighter and have good climbing.
Do you want to go up?
Yeah, I could
I
lift
mean-
you up.
I'm just saying it's a better idea for me to do it.
Oh, you have to say something. We can't read your mind.
Well, I'm saying something.
Okay, so I changed strategies. I say Khaljov and me just like yeet her up.
I don't think the difficulty will actually. No, the difficulty won't actually be different for either of you.
Oh.
All right.
It's,
I yeet Zoey away anyway.
Great.
We'll start playing some softball with her. Just throw her like a little ball.
well, your altar is only like 3D, right?
Yeah.
The difficulty for lifting either of them up to the roof would be 15.
Let's see. I mean, I'm down
You
to
would
try.
have to roll a 5 average.
Easy. I have faith.
No.
So I just roll alter then?
Assuming Recon's good with this plan.
Can he get hurt or like can he just land safely?
If I fall 3 meters, it might hurt a little bit.
Or I'll make sure I catch him too if he falls. I'll leave it up to you. My roll is ready if you.
Or I
He's
can
still-
just lasso something on the roof and pull myself.
Let's see. What
Why
do
are we
have?
doing this again?
Yeah, that's what I asked. Like 3
The-
times.
This was
Okay.
this was
Can we
your
just-
idea. Going up to the roof was your idea.
Can we just
True.
like repair R2?
Oh, it was to have an escape route in case something was
Yeah.
barreling into the door. That's
Can we make like a grappling hook out of something? Like just one that we can throw as like maybe a little stuck somewhere on the roof and like then you can climb up.
You can certainly try.
Okay, what do I do? Search?
I mean, what you would do with that is,
Well, I do still have my old dueling sword.
I mean, you could just like use stuff you found at that same shop with like all the droid repair parts. You'd find what you would need
Sure.
for that. It would just be a technical to try making a thing out of it, making a grapple hook out of it.
I think I'm super high on that. Or actually, who has the better technical to try and make some? Because
I
mine
have
is only
3D.
2D plus 1.
So I guess I should try.
You don't have to. You just like, fuck you guys, I'm going inside.
I mean, it's tempting, but you know, I guess I'll try. Great.
8.
But did you want to use a force point for it?
No, I actually would not.
Well, I'll save my attack something with the lightsaber. I'll save my point for that.
So yes, you have like a couple things that you're kind of make kind of a grapple hook out of, and then kind of tying the rope around or whatever, and you're like, okay, here we go. And as soon as you like show it off, it just all falls out apart.
Mhm.
So is Khaljov going to continue his plan for the escape route?
Or are we just gonna like prepare R2 and carry on with our lives?
How many?
I mean, you can always
Wait,
do that
we
like
have-
while he figures
we have-
out because he.
We have swords, right?
Yeah, I have still have my old sword. Not like
Okay.
I'm going to use it anymore.
Okay, now stay with me here, okay?
Wait. One
What?
moment.
Okay.
She could go at least repair in the meantime because like we needed like a 3 and only use one person for that anyways.
Yeah, but it's gonna take time.
It's like
Okay,
2
so-
days, bro.
So while you do that, we can do this. At least be efficient, so to speak.
I mean, I guess.
Okay, well, hear me out. Okay, we get some swords, right? How about we essentially scale the wall by slamming swords into the building? Right? Right? Right?
No.
I mean, that I would
Eureka
have-
moment right there.
wait. No, now I'd have a better idea. What if I just like burn holes, like tiny little holes where you can like put your hands and feet?
Like handholds? Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Just like zzz, zzz,
You probably have
zzz.
to like wear like gloves though, so you'll probably cut your hand if you're trying to grab onto them. What we can do is we can go into the armory and see if there's any like stormtrooper gloves.
I have no idea where you're going with it.
I think we'll be okay.
I'm sure we're fine.
Always so optimistic. We're fine. We're fine, guys.
I think we're okay.
Okay, let's go repair R2.
Okay.
In the back of my mind, I'm still thinking of ways to get up there. The elusive roof will not defeat me.
Okay, so you start working on repairing R2, and you know it's going to be taking about... What?
I was just to say we only need one person at this point anyway. So who does it? I don't think it matters, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
But, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, you're kind of, working on repairing R2 over the course of 2 days, as well as, like, keeping an eye on what's going on, if anything's, if you're noticing anything and such. So, I want you all to also make me a perception check for while this is all going on. For, I guess, the first of the 2 nights.
Ah.
11,
Wah.
9, and 10. Okay, no one notices anything the first night. Second night, I want you all to make me another perception check.
Wah.
Alright, great. Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Ow.
9, 11, and 18.
Still doesn't notice anything.
The devil is with us.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, 666, yes.
So he casually notices
you
a
notice
meteor coming
Vanessa's
at.
getting better.
Yeah, just like no, it's she noticed a meteor coming at the town.
You notice Khaljov working diligently to try to come up with a plan to get on top of the roof.
I noticed that Sny and Theo have disappeared.
Khaljov is there drawing out schematics on how to get to to the roof.
The second night, you notice, or you think you hear movement outside.
Oh, fun.
But you wish you could have got to the roof now.
We can cut a hole in an emergency if we really need to.
3 meters high. How are you going to cut a hole in there and
And
get
a
up?
wall to leave! We can't get up to the roof, but like, fuck the roof, dude! We don't need it.
The roof is so underused.
Anyway, I assume we locked the door.
You did.
So...
So
just
she-
hide.
Does Zoey just have like her ear to the wall then? It's like,
Well, this is at night, so like I'm assuming at night you were taking shifts, kind of standing guard.
shit.
What?
What?
Wow. That was a really far-fetched one.
It was close.
So
Okay.
it's during Zoe's shift that she hears movement outside. What?
I'm just snoring away.
Do I hear anything at all?
You're sleeping at this point.
We are passed out.
Yeah, you didn't notice
You're like-
anything during your shift.
I'm asleep on my ship right now. I'm like flying my ship right now rather.
Okay,
That's how passed out I am.
I'm gonna wake them up
Okay.
and tell them to be quiet.
What?
What? What?
What?
Just drooling a little bit.
Okay, then I'm gonna need you all to make me hide sneak rolls.
Oh, I did improve that. Haha.
Okay, 14, 17.
Alright, you guys ready for a Khaljov roll?
Yeah.
5. All right.
12.
Well, I think it's decent.
Okay. The night passes uneventfully, other than you heard the movement, but nothing seems to happen. And then during the next day is when you finish repairing R2. So if anybody wants to make the droid program repair, even though it's
Yeah,
literally
I-
impossible for all of you to for any of you to fail.
I want to do it.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
20.
I did it.
Perfect roll.
I repair him and somehow upgrade him.
R2
The devil is with me.
reactivates. Beep boop. Bop.
No, and then when she's gonna need those rolls, like she's not gonna get.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
We really needed those rolls later on in the game.
Cool. We wouldn't have gotten them later.
Okay, I'm gonna check outside the door and see if there's any footprints.
That's a
Okay.
good one, actually.
You go outside and make me a search roll.
I'm gonna help him out.
I'm gonna just explain to Archie
18.
what happened.
Okay.
Is that how you speak?
No, he understands English. You fucko.
So,
That's the chicken.
you both find footprints. Well, Khaljov realizes the footprints he's found are his own. While Jacen finds very faint footprints belonging to...
Can I make any sense out of it? Like what it could be? Like
a very
human,
light-footed person.
Yeah, it's somebody who... Yeah, it does look like human or at least humanoid. It looks like they were wearing boots, but they're very good at, like, you know, they tread lightly, so they don't leave much.
So at least it wasn't one of those. At least it wasn't a super trooper.
Yeah, those things, their footprints are very noticeable.
There are
Cute.
craters in the ground. Okay, so, all right, let's.
And in fact,
take a look at-
Jacen, you notice that there are 3 sets of these footprints that don't belong to your group.
All right.
and they're humanoid.
Yeah.
Okay. Take
Or at least, like, you know, 2-legged and, you know, human-sized feet. In theory, it could be, like, something with, like, 6 arms, because you don't really get from the footprints.
I mean, it's not like,
But,
it's
yeah.
not like a Jawa footprint or anything like.
No, it's not a Jawa.
Okay.
Um,
Because Jawa, they have presumably 2 feet.
Yeah, but they're a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Um, could be Tusken Raider. They're, like, human-sized. Could be human. Could be any number of other species that are, you know... But it is something with 2 legs and, you know, human-sized feet.
Well, with that front door open now, I imagine anything can come in. The real question is there any, like, smoke or anything? Like, signs of a campfire up in the air?
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. You don't notice anything like that, no.
Can I like look around to see if any doors have been opened of any of the places nearby? See what whoever came by checked those or like say the communications thing.
Does the armory look more rated than what we left it as?
Yes.
Armory looks the same as you left it, and doesn't look like any doors have been open, or at least none are open that were previously closed.
So
All
those
right.
things that were here, they weren't necessarily searching. They were probably looking for someone, or because typically, I would imagine, raiders would probably be like busting down doors trying to take whatever things that they saw were useful. But I mean, if they left all the weapons that were there, then seems kind of interesting. So
Actually, there is one thing you do notice. The dead body of the Super Trooper is gone.
oh,
It's coming back.
Does it look like it was dragged?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Because like, if they drag the way, like surely I think it was heavy as hell. So like, at least they could drag trace or
Um,
Unless they had like a speeder outside the wall, then they could have just dragged it to the wall and lifted it up there. If they could lift.
it looks like it was dragged just like a few feet.
But it wasn't like something that just stood back up and walked away.
Doesn't
Damn those regenerative powers.
no, it doesn't look like
Return
that.
back.
I mean, I stabbed him in the brain, so I assume he's permanent.
Hi.
Alright.
Welcome back. So while you were gone, they were looking around and discovered that
Might have a zombie super trooper.
the Super Trooper's body is gone.
Well, that's fun.
And
Yeah,
it looks like it was.
We had that roof outing now, right?
It looks like
Not really, no.
it looks like it was dragged a few feet and then like lifted up or something.
Okay. That's cool.
And the footprints are 3 different people, very light-footed 3 people.
I was here for that.
Okay,
Mhm.
I forgot when you left.
Okay.
And you do see the footprints around like where the, in fact, that's where you actually see the footprints originating from is around where the body was dragged to. That's also where like they returned to and such.
Maybe they spawned from the body.
No, so the footprints start. They go like over to the body, drag it back. Then they go out, kind of wander around a bit, and come back.
Okay, let's follow the footprints around the city, see where else they went. And
Okay.
let's bring R2 with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if there's any particular building they went to.
And of course, lock the door.
Yes, lock the door. For something.
116.
Something. Yeah.
4116, yeah.
So yeah. So you wander
I'm
around.
going to be the only one conscious and trying to get to the door. I'm going to not know what the hell the code is. I'm just gonna be like,
It's gonna happen now. Jinx. it.
So yeah.
Just write it on your hand.
So yeah. So you start wandering around, following the footprints, and you do see them going around to a few locations, and like I said earlier, that you didn't notice any doors opened or still open, or whatever, but you do notice it looks like they did go into at least a few of the buildings. Just they closed the door behind them after they left.
people are smart.
The buildings they went into, though, seem to have been like some of the houses or whatever.
Okay.
Possibly past residents. Are we going in? Team? Team?
Sure.
Are you still there?
No, we
Let
both
go.
abandoned him,
Accepted too?
actually.
Too bad.
Are you with Theo and Sny now?
Like Lego.
Okay, so you're going and checking the first of the houses that they went into? Okay.
Yeah.
Go in, looking around, you see there's like a closet that's opened, and there's like a bunch of clothes that have been kind of thrown about the room. Well, not honestly, but just like kind of like, looks like somebody was like at the closet, just kind of like throwing stuff behind them as they were possibly looking for something, or possibly just didn't like the clothes and were just throwing them on the ground out of spite.
Is there a rope?
There is no rope in here, no.
Okay.
Aw.
Are there handcuffs?
No, there's no handcuffs.
For a friend.
Just Khaljov with the handcuffs in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I know.
Alright.
Otherwise, check like the kitchen, and it is mostly empty of food.
How
There's
about food? Aren't we like hungry at this point? Like we have probably not enough food for a little bit.
no you
We had field rations.
yeah, you had rations. You find like a bit of booze in the fridge, and that's about it.
I take it. I give it to Khaljov.
And
Are they cold?
yes, because it was in the fridge.
I drink one.
Okay.
Khaljov is now slightly drunk.
Khaljov is now plastered.
I don't drink.
Okay.
Khaljov suddenly has superhuman strength.
No.
Booze.
So plot twist is just a bottle of poison.
You do not have superhuman strength. You just think you have superhuman strength.
He tries to punch a wall.
I mean, to be fair, he would do that without the booze.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about all you're really finding in here.
Next house.
Next house. Second house. There's actually a bit more food in here. Or some actual food, I guess. There is actually food in here. But like, you know, bit of bread, bit of meat. And,
Was the closet ransacked?
no. You are noticing in this one, like, that there are, like, a bunch of empty, there's a lot of empty space in the closet. You don't know if, but there are still some clothes, but they're still in the closet, and you don't know if that's just all that was in here, or if somebody took the rest, but it does look fairly empty in here. There's just a few pieces of clothing left in here.
We should go back to the computer with R2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Go back to the computer with R2. R2 is going to try getting into the computer.
Leave in time.
Okay, so R2 connects to the computer, and okay, manages to get in.
Yeah.
So information starts to come up
Everything.
on the computer screen. Seems that this outpost belongs to, or is used by some kind of coalition of bounty hunters who also are big game hunters.
Full disclosure, guys, I might be being hunted by bounty hunters. Just putting that out,
That's
just so you
fine.
guys know.
And yeah,
Is my name in the in that database at anywhere?
they don't have like a database of people they're hunting or anything in here.
Okay. Gotcha.
What you're seeing, you see like a membership, because like this like club kind of, I guess. So you see like a membership list, and also because like so like this isn't, and while all the members are bounty hunters, this is more like this is a club where bounty hunters, do like they get together to do just like hobby stuff, like big game hunting or whatever and such. So you do see some
More like a
information,
clubhouse, basically.
kind of, yeah. And you see some information about like some of the hunts, like there was one scheduled for next month where they're going to be like trying to hunt a rancor. There see something from or the most recent one you see is, it says surprise mystery hunt. That was for okay, you've been here for 3 days now. So yeah, so that will be about for about a week ago that there was going to be a surprise mystery hunt of some unknown, some surprise entity.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we can probably put our names down as big game hunters now, since we took that one.
True, we all did it together.
R2, can you add all of our names to the registry as members?
Beep boop bop. And like text appears on the screen. Are you sure you want to be added to this registry? Considering, they may have, considering that they'll know you. We've infiltrated one of their compounds.
I'm pretty sure they'll know based off of the lightsaber hole we left, but
So
Was it
now
this
I'm,
one?
I'm,
Oh,
I'm wondering what's in that tunnel now. Let's go into the turbo lift, guys. I mean, they said surprise mystery hunt with an unknown whatever, so kind of sounds
could
like
be
it's only singular. Doesn't really sound like there's more than one, per se. So now I'm kind of wondering what's in the turbo lift.
if you really want it, I'll go down with you. But
All right, R2, can you find anything about an underground facility?
Beep boop.
Or like a map diagram, something?
Okay, a map shows up on the screen, and R2 brings up the underground area, which has a hangar. The area outside this building, like there's space behind the building or an area that'll open up and ships can take off and land through.
Are there any ships docked in that hangar currently?
Text appears on the screen with R2 saying, I'm not sure that there's no
No manifest coming?
no manifest, yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you open up the door for us so we can get?
Beep boop. The door slides open.
Can you? Probably a long shot, but can you like sensors to see if there's any kind of movement down there, or if there's any kind of like activity going on down?
Oh, I'm frozen again.
Ooh, Jacen.
Okay.
Can you use your sense power to sense life in the tunnel?
Why?
Can you
Very
sense
high.
life?
Why?
Is that a thing? Like, how far can he project that?
I think I've done it multiple times before, and just it's like never really helped.
Yeah, you can roll me a sense and
Well,
There you go.
7. You're not sure.
Okay. I'd say it's worth the risk.
yeah.
Okay, we just got to remember, Vanessa's up here all by herself.
Yeah, but it's a locked door.
That's
I mean,
true.
yeah. I think
I should have made like a little modification to that medium repeater rifle to shoot anything that actually opens the door. Like
no.
yeah.
No, you shouldn't have.
Because then
That's
we could have went to the roof and went in through the roof, and then we wouldn't have to worry about the front door being and getting shot at. See, I'm like 20 steps ahead right now.
Except you didn't do this, so you're 20 steps behind.
That is true. Okay, let's go. So if there is a ship, we can always just fly over to that area and rope rappel down and acquire her, and then haul ourselves back up again using pure upper body strength.
and carry her back.
Oh, I guess you can do that too. Okay, let's go. R2, call the turbo lift.
Turbo lift is already up.
Is it already there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Forward. Single file.
You know, I'm pretty sure Theo left me in charge.
Yep, Theo's
Pretty
not
sure
here.
that one time.
Actually, Theo didn't leave anybody in charge.
No, Theo said I was in charge. I think while he was in the sand pit. I remember this.
It's now Khaljov in charge. He's leading.
Khaljov is the man of the hour.
Okay.
But you are more than welcome to go first.
Sure. I walk into the turbo lift.
Okay, she's still alive. Okay, guys, let's go.
Okay. You all go into the turbo lift.
Yep.
And I'm assuming somebody hits the control pad. Oh.
Smash that control pad. Let's go.
We're all just
We're just
fearlessly
standing there.
staring.
Just standing there with the door open.
Okay. Yeah, you hit the control pad, the door slide closed, the turbo lift goes down, and
Slow and steady descent, or is it like you drop? Or do we even feel it?
You definitely feel it going down, and then after.
Just like an elevator.
Yeah, it feels like an elevator.
Do we get elevator music?
No, you have to provide your own. Don't actually provide your own. Okay, and
That was the bell hitting the floor.
after about like 20 seconds or whatever, come to a stop, doors slide open, and
Bottom floor.
and you see a large hangar bay.
Please let there be a cruiser. Please let there be a cruiser.
You do see a single ship in it.
The ship.
Please let it be Boba Fett's ship. Boba Fett's ship.
Oh, I'm gonna kill Boba Fett.
It is not Boba Fett's ship.
Oh.
It is.
Lo and behold, another transport.
It is a stock light freighter.
Oh, I had one of those once.
Maybe it is yours.
Is it mine?
It's not yours.
Oh, damn it!
Okay.
So much disappointment.
But it will be.
Okay, let's. Are there any kind of like docking clamps that are holding it or anything like that, or is it
Just there.
free sitting down?
Yep.
Free landed. Yeah. Okay. All right. R2, can we? Are you ready? R2, open the hangar bay doors.
R2 kind of looks around.
R2, zap Khaljov.
R2 zaps Khaljov.
Damn it. Yeah, is there like a console somewhere?
Look around.
Somewhere?
Yeah, you do see like a kind of like an office area, but like with windows into the main hangar, and there's computers in there.
We'll let Kilo finish her shot of vodka.
Oh, of course.
Vodka.
Vodka. From Mother Russia.
We're gonna walk into the office.
Okay.
Single file?
Of course.
The office theme starts playing.
Okay. Is there anything particularly notable inside the office?
There's a computer, a chair next to it.
R2, did you want the chair or are you good with that
R2 zaps you again.
Chair.
I'm gonna have some strong immunity to tasers eventually.
If it ever gets captured again, he'll be immune against a kind of electric torch.
Oh, I'll be immune to that force lightning.
No,
Right?
force lightning works differently than normal electricity.
Zap.
I'm pretty sure even if it was like remotely the same, force lightning is probably like significantly strong.
I could tank it.
Cool, let's test it right now.
Me,
Quick,
Where's
somebody
my-
call. Somebody call. Shoot, what was his name again?
The Emperor?
No, Darth.
Solus.
Oh, Darth Solus.
Solus. That's right. Yeah.
You've never seen him use force lightning, have you?
Nope. We
Probably
haven't seen
has
him
it,
use
though.
anything really. He's literally just walked into the room and left. I don't think we've seen him
Like-
use any of his powers. At least
walks out.
noticeably seen him use any of his powers.
He just comes in, deflects, and then leaves again.
He literally just like pulls. I think he showed like his red lightsaber, and then that was it. He never actually used it or used any powers that we know of.
Alright, so anyway.
So R2 goes over to the computer, connects, and you see the hangar doors slide open.
Okay,
Cool.
so are we fly over to like the med bay and get Vanessa? Is that the plan?
Yeah, we gotta make sure the
Okay.
ship is, I mean,
Sure,
airworthy.
it can fly even.
That's fair. That's fair. Just making sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go over to the ship. Sorry, I just noticed a pen mark in the book.
No.
Yeah. Don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That's disheartening.
Honestly,
It is no longer in mint condition.
I mean, it already wasn't. Like, I got it used from my uncle. Me and my brothers got it, like, our uncle gave it to me and my brothers when we were, like, kids. So, like, also, we weren't, so it was already not in mint condition when we got it, and then, like, we weren't exactly the most careful with it either, because we were kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's test out this ship.
Okay.
Doesn't turn on.
Now you go in, and it starts up just fine.
Mm.
I'm assuming you're wanting to so you want to take off and then land by the bed
Right.
bay? Okay. I'm going to need then 2 piloting checks. One for the takeoff, one for the landing. Make the takeoff one first, obviously.
Alright. Who's piloting? Am I piloting?
I hope so.
You can pilot. I'm gonna go begin looking at all the smuggler holds to see if I see anything. If there are any smuggler holds.
Okay.
Light freighters typically are
Okay.
keen.
Make me
Are very good.
You make me a search then while she's taking off. Yeah. Take off without any trouble.
Okay, so then I need to roll the land.
Yeah, now you need to roll to land. 14.
It lands inside of the med bay.
Land on top of the. We're on the roof now. Thank God.
I said
Okay.
nothing about landing on the roof.
So
Is there even enough space to land?
on the roof,
Just in general, I mean, everything sounded pretty close to each other.
There's bound to be a clearing.
So, Khaljov, during the takeoff and flight over, he does some searching, and he does find some, like, hidden compartments and such, but they are empty.
This is where I would hide spice if I ever had spice.
As for the landing,
Crash because the pilot is dying.
let's see. The ship is going to take some damage from that landing.
Just got the ship, damn it.
It's always the landing screen.
Don't worry.
Let's see here.
I'll attempt to repair any damage done to the ship.
We have an R2.
Oh. But he'll charge you. I won't.
He won't charge me. He likes
Okay, let's see here. What will I roll for? Here we go. Page 53. No, that doesn't.
What the hell are those things anyway? Wait, are they just like little things or just like they kind of look like chopsticks?
They are chopsticks.
Nice. Nice.
good for you.
Okay, what?
Question: have you ever eaten with them?
I have 4. How many do you have?
I don't know
3 of
that
them.
I have any Star Wars merch, to be honest.
You need to get some
Why?
because reasons.
I don't. I'm okay.
Like Star Wars handcuffs.
I know. Good wedding gift.
No.
Oh, we need to get her like a lightsaber. This is like it. Is that if you turn on instead of just going zzz, it goes like wow.
You gotta do the Princess Leia costume too.
I.
Slave one, of course.
You first.
I mean, I'll wear it, no problem. Not to say it's gonna fit me, but you know.
Okay, we're just going to say ship
Broke off.
took light damage.
The wing broke off.
No, it just took light damage, so vehicle can continue to operate, and the repair difficulty is only 10.
So.
Let's go
for
grab
turn.
Vanessa now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to bring the backup tank.
Yeah, you can bring the back to tank into the ship.
Okay, we'll do that.
It's no issue. Are you going to be trying to repair the ship before you leave?
Can R2
Yeah.
do that?
R2 can do
Yes.
that. I'm going to bring the medium repeater with us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yeah. R2 has 7D plus 1 starship repair. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
he'd have to get all ones to, or I guess no, a single 2, 1 2 and the rest ones, or all ones to fail. But yeah, so R2 fixes the damage, repairs the damage, and yeah, you get Vanessa aboard. And are you just going to be taking off now?
I'm bringing the heavy repeater, or the medium repeater.
Okay, you're bringing the medium repeater. You drag it in.
Yeah, let's take off. Let's get the heck out of here.
Okay. Then roll for piloting. And where are you going? Just up into space?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that the 24 there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just yeah.
Yeah. You take off, going up into space.
I think we brought a big game with us too. And then how good is R2's astrogation?
R2's astrogation is 1D. See, the thing with R2 is R2 can store astrogation data.
Ooh, does he have the astrogation data for the Rebel base?
No, because it was never loaded in to him.
Maybe we should make sure we do that next time we get to base.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
And remember also,
That'd be a good idea.
remember astrogation data, you also need, like, you know, you would need, like, from Tatooine to Pluraltel. It isn't just like, oh, Pluraltel you have loaded in. You need, like, specific start and end point for
Just because they know where the location is doesn't mean they instantly can get there.
Yeah.
It has to be from one place to another place. So
Yeah.
Would it
Skills
make
to
it
have,
any
like-
easier though if like know the coordinates? Like, oh, this place is there and there.
Well, I mean, if you don't even know the coordinates of a planet, you just can't get there.
Okay. What was your astrogation?
Mine.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Mine is 40 plus 2. She's living.
What was it? 4D plus 2?
Yeah.
I guess I can roll astrogation to get back to.
Okay. How long did it take him to get here?
Good question. I know it was long though.
Well,
Wait, I think-
Tatooine, I think it was only like
we still like the 2 weeks, maybe.
15 days.
So yeah, 2 weeks.
No, I don't think. I thought it'd been shorter than that.
It's been like 10 days, I guess.
Wasn't it short enough that we had like a couple days to prepare?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's the thing. So when
Because like I talked to Lieutenant Balthazar for like a day, and then there was like 3 other days that we could do stuff.
Yeah, that sounds right. So it was 4 days.
4 or 5 days, yeah.
Okay. So then, if it's 4, so then yeah, 4 days would be a difficulty of 15. That would be the standard journey.
you can, I mean, if it's only 4 days, I feel like you can make it, like a week or something.
I mean, if you want to make extra sure, because I'm pretty
I
sure
can make it
about
a week.
anyways.
Okay.
Oh wait, you
I
use
mean,
it
I probably will be okay, but we'll just say a week.
So then you're adding 3 days. So then that's difficulty of 12. Yep.
Yeah.
So you enter hyperspace and head back to Pluraltel. And that's actually where we're going to end off for today. Yeah.
That was intense.
Didn't exactly figure out what happened to your 2 missing teammates.
I mean, I'm
It's not like we
assuming
found
that.
them, but we checked
Yeah.
town pretty good. I'd want to say at least we checked the whole town probably.
Yeah, I mean, we were searching and searching and searching, so.
Yeah, like we literally were turning over every table. We pulled back all the blinds.
We climbed
Yeah.
every roof.
Yes, every roof. We cut a hole in every wall.
Funny, I don't recall that happening.
It's okay. You have a lot on your mind right now. Trying
It's
to-
implied.
Yeah, trying to keep this game, going in the right direction. You don't have to worry about the little things. We'll take care of that.
Okay.
There was no stone unturned. Let's just say that.
We just
God.
carved like we were here into every wall.
We still have to come up with like a good clan name. It should be like the Annihilators.
Defenders.
You just went 2 different directions. 2 very different directions.
Did you say defenders, Yoweee?
No, Death Enders.
Oh, Death Enders. Okay.
Death
Mm.
Enders.
And Recon said annihilators.
Yeah.
So, pretty much the same,
What?
pretty much the same thing.
Oh, we should be called the Expendables.
Oh god.
Why else would the general send us on this mission?
Alright.
Yeah. So
I vote aye.
So yeah, so I'll I mean we'll be going on break and then I'll be coming back with some Animal Crossing as per usual. Next week's Star Wars RPG will be at 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so an hour earlier start time than today. Will 3 of you all be able to make it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. And we'll see where it
Actually,
goes.
I just want to add, like, you have not frozen anymore.
Oh yeah, I haven't frozen in. I did freeze once since we last switched to US West, and then I just did the turn my camera off on. But it happens a lot. It's happened a lot less. Whereas when we were on like the whatever the European one was, yeah,
Central's also pretty bad.
Central is bad, but the European one was the really bad one.
Yeah, you would freeze it like every 2 minutes or something.
So that definitely seems to
I'm good for next week.
be related. But yeah. So yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'll be back in just a few minutes, or not, well, 10, 15 minutes with Animal Crossing. Any of you want to shout out anything?
Twitch
Well,
Prime,
we
by
do
the
pretty
way.
petty.
Wah!
Wah.
Wow, Luigi.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the break screen, and then I'll be back. Yeah, in like 10-15 minutes with some Animal Crossing.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
Be
Yeah.
sure to win that. Be sure to win that ref.